So Rishi Sunak then, as I understand it, is hoping what? To convince the Supreme Court that actually it is safe to send refugees to Rwanda. But are the Supreme Court going to take notice of that? Will they be convinced?
Well, in theory, if the government puts into place primary legislation, then that effectively overrides the Supreme Court because domestic courts can't overturn primary legislation, which sets up for a potential row with the court in Strasbourg, the European Court of Human Rights. Also, the government's going to have to convince Parliament too if it wants to get new legislation through, including the House of Lords, which may have serious concerns about new legislation of this type.
And I take it the parliamentary route, the big problem there actually is time, because we're going to have a general election next year. Could he pass through all these parliamentary hurdles in time?
Well, precisely, because if the Lords object, that could push things back by a year, and the government doesn't necessarily have the time to make this all work. So I think there's a serious prospect now of us getting to the general election where no flights have taken off, where this is still a matter for parliamentary wrangling and for a dispute between the UK and the courts, including the Strasbourg court. It could be an issue that is just simply not possible to be resolved by the time of the next election.